learned that there was individual support targeted to the level of the child. So our children, they come from another country and from another school type. And we wondered if, for example, their English level wasn't really at the same level. We wondered whether there would be something extra, some extra support available. And they told us, yes, there will be an assessment when they arrive. It doesn't mean that they will have to go to a lower grade.
To individualize the learning journey for all of our students, we gather lots of different information to figure out what they already know and what they're ready to learn. And in some cases, students already know about a certain topic. And so in order to make that individual and make sure that everyone's growing and continuing to grow into a topic, we will give them a baseline assessment, and then we might put them into different groups based on their level and their need.
Au niveau des langues, les cours de français sont organisés sur 3 niveaux. Donc on a un niveau débutant, un niveau intermédiaire et un niveau avancé. Et au sein de chaque groupe, on va différencier les activités pour permettre à chaque enfant de progresser à son propre rythme. Donc si un élève a déjà un bon niveau et a acquis le vocabulaire, je vais avoir un niveau d'exigence un peu plus élevé. Et si j'ai un élève qui est en difficulté, je vais pouvoir lui apporter tous les outils nécessaires pour que lui aussi puisse progresser à son propre rythme.
For students that are struggling, they might have some different supports in place to make sure that they can meet the standards of proficiency. And those students who are proficient in a certain standard or a certain topic, then we might give them an extension project or something to delve deeper or go a little bit further than the actual assignment in class or the topic was asking for.
So in 9th and 10th grade here, the students aren't split into different tracks. And that means that we've got a really big range of students, from students who struggle a lot to students who are really excellent at math in the same classroom. And that means we really have to kind of differentiate, is what we call it in education, to make sure that every student's needs are met. So what I'll do every lesson or every unit is make sure there's a set of really challenging problems. There's problems posted every week at the back of my classroom that are kind of outside of the curriculum, really challenging problems for students to work on. And they're also encouraged to work in groups and to help their peers if they are above the rest of them, so they don't just like finish a problem set and then they're done. They're always pushed to learn more.
In math class, there is the example of when at the beginning of the year, I was a little bit ahead in a certain unit that we were doing, so myself and another student worked ahead a little bit, and then the rest of the class caught up with us and then we could continue learning new information with them. That was really helpful because it was a very interesting subject that I'd never learned before. And so it was really cool to explore that.
And I also like about how they sometimes have, you know, like athletics or ASAs that they give you a chance. Like well, since there's COVID, like for swimming, you get to go to like Athens if you want. I like how the school tries to push yourself to try hard and to go on forward to other countries. I like how the school pushes students to be big, to go in the spotlight. The school really pushes kids to be in the spotlight. I like that. In science, like sometimes they have or computing, they have like computing fairs or something like that, or like the makers fair. Sometimes that happens, and then you get to show off your skills. It feels good to do that. Every time when I'm in the spotlight, I feel like I have a sensation of, I feel like that I can improve, and I always have this hope inside myself that I'll do better next time. And I can do better. I'll always improve.
For our youngest, it was suggested that he would take extra English classes in a small group. Instead of starting French as a world language, he got, for 6 months, he got extra English classes in a small group, and he really improved. And now he's really on the same level as the other kids of his homeroom, and now he can start beginner's French. So that's a very positive experience.
We have a blended model where we're using a lot of online materials as well as small group or individualized instruction that occurs either in a pull-out classroom like my office or in the student's classroom. So I go in on different days at different times and work with students in their room, helping them meet certain standards in reading and math. I have about 5 students in each of my learning support classes. And then when I do push-in sessions, when I go to their classrooms, I have about 4 to 5 students, no more than 4 to 5 students. And sometimes it's one-on-one or 2 students.
Tout le monde est là un peu pour essayer de regarder ce que l'enfant a de potentiel particulier à lui pour essayer de le fructifier et de le faire grandir et lui donner les moyens de le faire.